Hello to the nation. Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here, talking to you guys over a little bits of a news video, guys. It's actually, I think, the first news video I've done on this channel, but anyway, it is a Monday morning. I woke up bright and early with my coffee, with my matching teddy bear silk pajamas, and I saw Twitter explode in a fiery flame of hype. And it was ridiculous. So today we are going to be talking about it. I'm going to be talking about my educated opinion on the matter. Keep in mind, it is just the opinion of a Canadian sitting at home on a Monday morning with his coffee and his teddy bear silk pajamas. So don't take it too seriously, but I will, be showing you guys enough information to properly support my viewpoint in what's going to be happening. But anyway, before we get started, I'd just like to mention quickly, make sure you wine and dine that like button, slam it down below, and let's see what happens. So here we go. So why is the Microsoft acquisition of Mojang so important? That is what happened today. Microsoft acquired Mojang for $2.5 billion. It has been officially confirmed by both Mojang, Notch, and Microsoft, and there's a couple posts that you guys can read in the description down below. You can read them before this video, after this video, whenever. I will be talking I will explicitly outline what I am talking about and explain it to you guys, so you guys don't need to read it right now, but I suggest you guys read it at some point. So first, we're going to be addressing the Mojang post. So the post that has been, written and, confirmed by Mojang itself on the Mojang website. And basically, they confirmed the acquisition. They said why they wanted to do the acquisition. They're answering questions basically about how many of the Mojangsters, the Mojang crew, are going to be remaining at Mojang, how much the acquisition was for, etc., and how Notch is going to be leaving. The second post being that Notch addresses why he is leaving Microsoft with some, different reasoning for it, stuff that I'm going to address in this video, and then finally I'm going to talk about how this is going to affect you guys, how is this going to affect the servers you play on, the YouTubers you watch, and the game that you love. How is this going to affect it? Is Microsoft going to ruin it with microtransactions? We're going to be talking about that in this video. So first thing is first, why is this a new thing for Mojang, or new thing for Minecraft? Companies get acquired all the time. Why are people so shocked that a company like Microsoft is going to be acquiring a independent game development studio like Mojang? Well, if you look at their track sheet, Microsoft has acquired over the past couple decades over 150 different companies, most of which are similar to, if I read off this list I have, things like HLW Software, Epiphany, Paratour, Green Button, Captain, things that are cloud computing, customer service software, various things like that. Condesta Inc., which is 3D sensing technology. Most of these things are for interacting with things like Windows 8. These are, acquisitions of companies for hundreds of millions of dollars, acquisition of technologies in most cases, so that they can improve Windows 8 and how it works. And in most of these cases, it is companies like, Condesta probably doesn't still exist as it did previously. What they probably did was purchase the company, the appropriate, patents that go along with it, the technology that they were interested in, take a couple of the staff that were working on it, and fire everyone else. That's usually how these acquisitions worked out, which is why when they acquired Mojang, and Mojang posted, when people asked, how many of the original Mojangsters are going to stay with Mojang, they posted, we're hoping, ideally we would like all of them, but we're hoping for most of the Mojangsters are going to remain part of Mojang. I don't see that happening whatsoever, considering the track record that Microsoft has. Now, again, if we look at some of the companies that Microsoft has acquired, there is some anomalies that stand out just as much as Mojang, because, again, like I said, a lot of these companies are just, random technologies that get developed for, 3D sensing technology or customer support services and stuff like that. Why would they acquire Mojang? There's a couple of other anomalies. 3 years ago in 2011, Microsoft, I'm going to say that probably a lot, but Microsoft acquired Skype Technologies for $8.5 billion, which is a lot of money considering that they acquired Microsoft for $2.5. So that was a weird thing, considering at the time, MSN Messenger was still, kicking, and that was a competing technology. So it wasn't quite as odd because it was a competing technology. And what did they do at Skype? They integrated Skype in with Hotmail, now called Outlook, and you can actually make Skype calls and message people with your Skype account through your Outlook or Hotmail account, which is quite interesting and quite neat for someone like me who still uses Hotmail. Then you move on to things like 1 year ago, actually, in September of 2013, Microsoft actually acquired Nokia. This is something that, interestingly enough, I heard of before it actually happened, because I was talking to the son of one of the higher-up CEOs, and he explained to me, basically, why they were doing something like this, and it was quite interesting. So it's away from the norm of what a company would usually do. Something like Google. Google didn't actually acquire any hardware companies until Android was well on its way. They then acquired Moto, and then since then have sold Moto to another company, but Microsoft went ahead and acquired the hardware division, so the actual phone manufacturing division of Nokia, which was quite an interesting thing. And as it was explained to me, the reasoning for this was so that they can push their phones the way that they wanted to, so that they could develop both their software and push it through their hardware. Unlike something like Android, which, you can have all of the innovations in software that you want, but if no one actually utilizes those things in hardware, then you're kind of shit out of luck, pardon my French. So that was something that was quite interesting to see, and basically, again, they're integrating, just like they integrated Skype with Outlook, they integrated all of their software advances into their hardware, which is why today, if you go buy a Nokia Windows 8 phone, it's going to probably do better than an HTC Windows 8 phone or something similar. Moving on from there, now we have the third anomaly since then, or at least in my mind, the third anomaly since then. A lot of the other things that they've purchased, things like NetBreeze, Metrics Hub, Marketing Pilot, these are things like marketing automation firms, cloud monitoring, social analytics, very, normal things for a company like Microsoft to want. And now you move on to Mojang. They're, getting this independent game development studio, which again seems weird, just like acquiring a mobile phone hardware division, not even the software division, the hardware division, even though Microsoft is a mainly software company, and Skype, which is a competing software from what they had at the time. Now, do I think that they're going to follow the pattern and they're going to integrate Minecraft into Windows or something similar? No, nothing of the matter. But what do I think they are going to do? I think Microsoft, is going to push very hard into the gaming atmosphere. And now that they've purchased all of these tens of millions of players for the low price of $2.5 billion, considering the Skype acquisition and the Nokia hardware division acquisition were both for $15 billion combined, actually. $8.5 billion and $7.2 billion, I believe. Those two acquisitions were, many times more than what this Mojang acquisition was for. And considering that, I would expect that what Microsoft is trying to do is they're trying to push into the gaming atmosphere. And, everyone and their mother, you have, Uplay, you have the new EA, like that's the Ubisoft gaming store, so you can go purchase games that are Ubisoft related from the Uplay store. You can purchase the EA games from whatever they call their store, and there's tons of other stores that companies like game development studios and larger companies are making to sell their games via PC, things that are not Steam. And though Steam does have a huge market share, I think that Microsoft can combat that. I think that Microsoft actually could do very well in this atmosphere, now considering that they have all of the players from Minecraft. Now, look at Minecraft. You have 15 million players, I believe, on PC right now. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people that all of you have Mojang accounts. Mojang accounts is the way that Mojang wanted to push their newer independent games to you guys. It didn't work out as planned, but I think with the right head on their shoulders, Microsoft can design a adequate computer software that you would log into it with your, Microsoft Games account, and when you log into that, it's going to show you all of the Microsoft designed games. Things like Minecraft are going to be solely available through that store, or something similar to the, Minecraft app, or Microsoft App Store, whatever that one's called, the Windows Play Store. I don't know what it's called. I really don't know. But that store or something similar can be something that does combat Steam, considering it would come default pre-installed on Windows 9 when it comes out or whatever it is. And what I would suggest they're going to do is they probably already have some pretty solid game development employees in Microsoft that they are going to start pushing into Mojang or making their own game development studio in North America, considering Mojang is in Sweden. So that's what I am going to hazard a guess with Microsoft and what they're going to be doing in the near future. I think we are going to see actual larger game titles, not just getting independent game developers to make apps for your tablet, your Microsoft Surface, all that sort of stuff. I think what we're going to be seeing is we're going to see the Windows Store actually have larger game titles in it. It's going to come pre-installed on your computer. You're going to actually be able to purchase large game titles from it, and it's actually going to be a competitor to Steam. So that's what I think this acquisition was more about. It was not about getting the game. It was about getting the players. So what does that mean? And like I said, I'm going to finish off this video saying, what does that mean for you guys? What does that mean for the Minecraft players, the Minecraft servers, and the Minecraft YouTubers? Well, they're definitely going to want to make their money back. There's no doubt about it that Microsoft wants to get that $2.5 billion back, especially before the final quarter of the year, especially before Christmas. So what do I see happening? I see them pretty much doing a crap ton of microtransactions. Things similar to Minecraft Realms. They're going to be pushing Minecraft Realms a lot harder, meaning that they might implement some sort of restrictions or mitigation of profit to be able to be made from companies like MC Pro Hosting and whatnot. That is very possible. But even more than that, things like microtransactions, like now you're probably going to be able to buy capes. The same way TF2 went when TF2 went free to play, you're probably going to be able to buy capes now, which was previously only available if you purchased a Minecon ticket. After that, you're probably going to be able to buy different hats. You're probably going to be able to buy aesthetic things that will be available on servers and whatnot. That's the type of stuff that I think Microsoft is going to be implementing into the game just to make, a couple $100 million back before the end of 2014, on top of all the new sales that they're going to be pushing. Are they going to affect YouTube AdSense revenue? Are they going to be, doing the Nintendo thing and pulling all that revenue towards them? No, I don't think they're going to pool that revenue towards Microsoft. That is something that has been done before and has been hated before. The community turned on Nintendo like that as soon as they did that. Rockstar previously didn't allow people to make content for their games. Once they did allow people to make videos of their games, things like GTA 5 happened, and it blew up tremendously in comparison to something like Max Payne, which they didn't allow people to make video content of. And then, so that's if YouTubers are going to be affected, which I don't think they are in any way, shape, or form. Are servers going to be affected? Quite possibly. The new EULA will be put into effect and enforced. Do I think that's going to happen tomorrow? No. I think it's going to be happening a few months from now. It's going to be a slow progression, and then eventually they're going to say, this is the new rules that you guys need to follow them, or you will be sent to cease and desist. And then finally, how is it going to affect you guys? Like I already mentioned, the players will be probably offered microtransactions that are going to be mainly aesthetic based, and then finally, the game might end up being cheaper because they're trying to push more sales for you guys to be able to talk to your friends about the game and get, your friends and their friends and their friends and their friends to purchase the game. So anyway, that's what I think is going to happen. I do think that a lot of the developers who have been working on Minecraft as of yet will be fired or laid off or pushed to do different things. They won't be working on the same game. They're going to be pushed to different games, and they're going to get they're going to be getting existing Microsoft developers and software programmers on Minecraft pretty soon. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think that's a pretty educated guess, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this nearly 15-minute video. Make sure you guys slam that like button down below if you guys did enjoy it. If you thought that any of these opinions were right, make sure you comment down below telling me anything that I got wrong, and make sure that you guys really stick it to me with your opinions. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Bye!